Hey Woody, hey birthday. Today we will talk about the super spectrum. Basically, we can see only visible light, which is part of the visible spectrum. Beyond the visible spectrum is the invisible spectrum of the electromagnetic spectrum, which consists of radio waves, infrared waves, gamma rays, X-rays, microwaves, and all the waves, of cosmic rays and all that stuff. That is all beyond the visible spectrum. But even beyond cosmic rays, there is another spectrum known as the super spectrum. Now, this super spectrum is vibrating so fast it's basically broke the time barrier and is beyond space and time. Like some of the energies of the super spectrum are basically mental energies. One example of a super spectrum energy is gravity. We know it exists, but we can measure it, but its effects, but we cannot measure gravity itself, because gravity exists beyond space and time and cannot be uh, controlled or measured directly by us. So that brings us to what else could be in the super spectrum. Psychic energies, basically like ESP and clairvoyance, clairaudience. All these are all energies of the super spectrum. Now, the best kept secrets kept away from us humans is the fact that one of them is there's two or more worlds that exist side by side us. Like there's an invisible world that shares the same space as our visible world, yeah, but it is made out of different form of matter and energy. Basically, all matter is made up of energy, and all energy is electromagnetic in nature. The human eye can only see a small portion of the electromagnetic spectrum. Therefore, there could be other worlds or beings or dimensions that exist the same in the same space as us, but are invisible to us, and we cannot see them because they are do not reflect visible light, and we cannot touch them or feel them because their atoms are different than our atoms, and our atoms just mix in with their atoms, and we can't feel them. We know that dark matter and antimatter and mirror matter, as the scientists claim, this exists. We know, like dark matter, we don't know what it is, but it could be some invisible form of matter that makes up an invisible world. We still don't know what it is to this day. But we know antimatter exists. We proved its existence, and we even created some in the laboratory. So why couldn't there be other forms of matter that form other forms of chemistry, eh? And this is perhaps where the ultra-terrestrials reside, and they can come in our world. The second biggest secret is that the cosmic, our consciousness is part of a universal consciousness or a cosmic mind, and this cosmic mind is the one. It's basically controlling everything, and we could tap into this conscious mind and do magic basically, and basically control things. But the ultra terrestrials are better controlling things because they are more in tune with this conscious mind. And basically, we are all part of the same cosmos. We Everything is interconnected, and when we die, like our brains shut down, but like our consciousness lives on, and it may not contain our ego and personalities and the physical being, but it will merge with the cosmic consciousness, the super mind, or the universal mind, and basically we become one with the universe, one with the super spectrum, and basically this is how you receive illumination. And once you become illuminated, you know everything, and you do not fear death even, because you know you are always with the source. Thank you, Woody, and have a blessed day.